Yeah, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon. We're doing our only championship series. We are on to Group 3. I should note, though, before we start Group 3, I did run Group Stage, the end of Group 2, just a little bit longer, and I think it was 5 more turns, and then Hammurabi actually did get the Rocket victory. So we were just a little impatient there, but yeah, the victories do actually end the game, so let's just keep that in mind. But nothing really changed, so it wasn't really worth actually showing. So, let's go pop over to Deity, and let's save this one more time, just in case the map type is all weird. So let's see, Group Stage 3, we got Dido, we got Black Queen Catherine, we got Pedro, we got Simone, we got Matthias, Wilhelmina, Korea, Gilgamesh, and Tamariz. Definitely, you know, isn't it like Sheen? Whatever. So we're playing shuffle mode, we got everything turned on, we got balanced start positions. We actually did do 315 on turns, so I think we're good. So let's go ahead and load in, and we'll be right back then. Okay, let's load in. Let's see how everything looks. So immediately we can see the map type is going to be a little bit more of the like island plates or whatever. This particular the Pangea. No, it's not the Pangea. It's the whatever. I like this map type. This is the Japan type. This is what Japan really needed to have a successful game. But anyways, Brazil is smack dab in the middle. They got Scythia to their west. I think they're still okay, though, because they got a lot of room to the south. Cynthia actually has a lot of room here. She has Paris, though, on her west coast as well. I want to see continents here real quick. They are on different continents, which is worth noting. So France is going to have a hard time invading. But, you know, stuff on her continent is going to be really, really strong. Oh, she is surrounded. Oh, and she's got Samaria to her south. Oh, poor France. Oh, that's just not good. Yeah, that is not good at all. Korea's down here south, got Vatican City down there, but actually has a lot of room in, maybe in the best spot. Perhaps in the best spot. Black Queen right now, Black Queen France is probably in the worst spot that we've seen. Dido's over here by herself. She's got, nope, never mind. She's got Grand Colombia down there, and we're immediately going to have a Grand Colombia war here. And Grand Colombia is probably going to be able to take a city. And then Matthias is sharing a little island with Netherlands. Okay, so there's a lot of like little two people on these little island chains. It's like almost like Japan-like islands. It's kind of interesting. Yep, there you go. So Dido immediately loses a city to Grand Colombia. It is flipping right back though. Still, this is going to put Dido behind, and this is going to be a really, really bad day for Dido. Also, Dido still is pretty weak here when it comes to troop counts. So I don't think he's going to be able to take any more, but still. The downside is, you know, having this offensive war, being able to take a city and then put all the money and then just losing it is going to actually kind of suck. Also, why the hell are there solar flares? All right. I mean, that's just a very bad random for a solar flare to random. I mean, in the scheme of things, having a solar flare now is not that big of a deal, although it might kill some population. But in the scheme of things, it's, you know, yeah, it's more annoying than anything at this point in the game. So let's see. Scythia is not currently pushing too much towards, Samaria did declare war, or if they didn't, they're about to declare war here on Greece. Sorry, France. France does have the vampires, though. That's going to change the game. Are the vampires rolling with 20? They are rolling with 20, so no spearmen or anything like that yet. But that vampire just might be enough to turn off any Samaria aggression. Samaria does have their war cards popping out. Samaria, oh my god, I didn't even think about this. But the war cart vampires would be so freaking good early game. Samaria is not going to be able to take anything because A, barbarian encampment, but B, just not enough forward projection right now with the troops. Scythia is looking potentially scary here because they got a lot of barbarians popping out on their butt. Brazil seems to be doing okay. Korea was doing fine. They got some barbarians, but nothing too serious. Dido has not taken her city back, or it's not flipped back yet, but it's about to flip now, and she has pushed off the Simone aggression. So for now, she's okay. And I think KTY is flipping immediately back. So there you go. Wilhelmina is declaring war on Matthias. Matthias did not actually spawn next to city-states? Oh, interesting. And he only has 2 cities right now, too. Huh, what happened? Did he lose his settler to Wilhelmina? No, he's got it right there. He just hasn't settled yet. There might not actually be a spot to settle. I mean, there is. Huh, weird. Yeah, I guess there he goes. I'm wondering what's taking him so long. I'm wondering if maybe he lost his 3rd settler to maybe the natural disaster? Like, maybe this crippling blizzard here killed it? I mean, that's in Laurasia. There is a chance. Or is this Australia? No, that's Laurasia. I actually think that's what happened. I think the crippling blizzard might have killed, but it said crippling blizzard. Why would there be a crippling blizzard up here? That doesn't make sense. Nah, it had to have been down here. Yeah. I was just wondering if somehow he ended up losing that settler, because surely that's not his original third settler. I mean, then again, it looks like he's going in circles. Okay, it was. All right, KTY is back in Dido's hands. Dido is going for the pyramids, which, you know, at this point, she needs the help. Cliffs of Dover, interesting. That's a very interesting one, too. Kind of not a terrible one. Although Cliffs of Dover is generally terrible, but yeah, not the worst one. Jinju way up here right next to Scythia. That is very, very bold. I'll give you that. France did fight off the initial push, but the war carts are incoming. Vampires are now at 25, 28 actually. 28? Where are you getting 28 from? Oh, war cart. Sorry, not war cart. Heavy chariot. So Arthur is claimed. Interesting. I was about to say it'd be really interesting if she claimed Arthur and then started giving some units knights, because it just makes them knights into a questing knight. Unit heavy cav with increased combat strength and 12 lifespan. So the thing that's interesting about that is if Arthur doesn't give the vampire combat strength, which it doesn't seem like he does, that's really disappointing that they don't give the combat strength to the vampires. But what is interesting is I imagine questing knight would, though. But once again, that's just an assumption. The twins are over here. That's the twins. No, that's a Nasi. A Nasi is rolling there. Looks like Venice. No, he's suzerain Venice, which is strange. Brazil's okay, though. They're doing fine right now. KTY ended up flipping. Oh, we didn't even notice the first arrow. What happened? She actually got Dark Age, which never happens. Hi. Yeah, she got Dark Age. Everyone else got a Golden Age. Probably because she lost her first city. So it's flipping right back. Not really the end of the world on that, but, you know, it is what it is. She's getting Byroom, though, which is going to be pretty strong early game here. And it's definitely going to put a little bit of sea pressure. Yeah, because the Byroom's extraordinarily powerful, right? Byroom. It is 35 melee strength as opposed to, what, 25? So, yeah, going to be significantly more strong. I don't think they're actually at war with each other. No, he just has a lot of troops right on the territory. Let's see. Are you at war? Yes, you are. And you're actually beating down the walls. So the walls actually were fairly early on then. And they were in a bit of a easy, like not in a weird spot. Let's see. Where are they? Walls. We actually don't see walls here. I'm wondering. Oh, right there. Masonry. Yeah, no, they're pretty much right smack dab where they need to be. So what that means is you're not going to see a lot of successful early aggression, which, you know, basically is what happened here with Wilhelmina. She got pushed back because the walls came out too early. That's the only unfortunate part about that. Korea does not have walls yet, but they're not also fighting a war yet. Big yet, because I'm pretty sure Scythia... Surprised she's not declared on anyone yet. A little surprised with double neighbors. France has completely pushed back Samaria, like, out of her territory. And Arthur is coming. So now here's a question. Vampires at 30. The vampires at 30. Does that mean she made a questing knight? I think that means she might have made a questing knight. I still don't 100% know, though. This number might actually include the bonus the vampire gets from the units nearby. Question here. If the unit's extremely low HP and you questing knight it, does it put it at full HP? I've never gotten Arthur, so I don't know. That would be actually really good use of Arthur then, is to take a unit that's about to die and make it a questing knight. Dude, that war cart just survived the warrior as well as freaking Arthur. I mean, the war carts are pretty baller, dude. Although he's in an extraordinarily bad spot. I think Lagash is going to fall unless Arthur disappears here. Can we see his timer? He's got 9 turns left, so she's going to have to go quick if she's going to take it. Scythia got declared on, I think Korea declared the war. Yeah, Korea has more combat strength. And she also has knights. Dang, that's early knights. I mean, it's not Babylon early, but it's still fairly early. Still no war here. They're just, you know, right on top of each other's butts. And I don't think they've pieced out yet. No, but Matthias, he did get his third city down, but might be a little too late on that. Who's in first and second right now? Brazil and Simone. I mean, it's still pretty wide open. Brazil's got a lot of room, but they are running somewhat out of it. Like, there's not a lot of land. So it's like a lot of people are right on top of each other. Yeah, but there's not a lot of land here. In fact, Scythia is about the only one that ended up with a pretty decent swath here. And part of it's just because she kept settling over here. Also, can we talk about these city locations? What are you doing? Like, the worst part about this is she could have put a city here and a city here. Instead, she's just putting one smack dab in the middle, and now you can't settle anywhere else. I guess maybe that was her plan, to keep Brazil from settling, but oh my god, those are terrible cities. What the hell? Is fallen. Has been... Alright. Instead of taking it, just sieged it down. Okay. So... Was not expecting that. Wow. Dude, all of these different game modes are just changing the game so much. Like, this is great. Like, if you would have told me before the series started that Samaria was going to end up losing one of their cities to France in an early game situation, I would have been like, what? But the vampires, and I think Arthur probably played a hand in it, even though Arthur's gone right now, and just like absolutely wrecking his war cards. Like, what is that showing? I mean, I think that's showing that A, vampires, and then B, the heroes, are just way better right now than any unique unit. Is that good or bad? I mean, I think it's entertaining. Because I think what this is going to do is balance the game out. Because just because you're a super overpowered Civ, unless you're Babylon, of course, you actually have a chance here. And just because you're one of the better civs in the game, it doesn't mean you got an easy victory, even though you spawn next to... I mean, I will say Black Queen France isn't bad. She's made the finals numerous times. Maybe every time? I don't know. She's definitely made the finals a couple times. At least, I think, twice. So, she is one of the better AIs. I tend to underrate her. But usually, it's not because of early game France. You know, it's once she gets her Imperial out. Does she get the bonus? Let's see, France. I don't think she gets production, Black Queen, diplomatic visibility. No, yeah, her only bonus is the Imperial, which is fighting on your capital's continent. That's when all of a sudden she starts getting kind of ridiculously powerful because she pops it out so early. Dido started building the statue of Zeus. That's gonna be really good for her. Get a couple extra units out here. If she's the one to build it. 14 turns on it. I still want to build that. I've yet to get it. Mostly because I've not really tried. I think I tried one time. All right, there's your war, because they're currently in territories. Now, 38 combat strength is going to be kind of... Well, I say that, but... Catapult. Catapult. I don't know. At this point, I don't... I mean, he's got a lot of catapults. I would say I don't think he's going to be able to take anything. But... there's a chance. There's a chance. All right, Himiko is leading some warrior troops over here, invading Netherlands, which, you know, is not bad. Like, here's the thing. If you're Netherlands, or if you're Matthias, or if you're Dido, or if you're Gran Colombia, you got to basically take out your neighbor. That's going to be about the only way I think one of those four civs is going to advance. Pedro and Scythia are probably about the only civs that can just kind of rest on where they're at. All right, France ended up losing 2 cities. How did that happen? So I'm thinking Rouen. So Lagash must have flipped back. No, okay. Lagash was Samaria. That's what happened. All right, there's a World Congress. We need... So yeah, both of these cities flipped, which might be catastrophic. So far, it looks okay. Yeah, it's okay right now. Probably only because there's not a city right here. Because if there was another city here, that could be pretty bad. Because that's just going to be a third city that would flip. And let's see where the meteor shower landed. Way down there. Okay, who else got the Dark Age then? And then Wilhelmina. Interesting. And that was on the south side. The Gemmegian? So what's interesting about this is if somehow Matthias is able to take Tilburg, Netherlands might be out at that point. So this is really good for Matthias. And in fact, yeah, you're totally down with this city flipping. It just basically makes her just a step weaker. Also, that's a pretty decent city there with the Pantanal, right? Anyways, yeah, KTY is still holding, which is kind of what we assumed. Brazil, you are not at war with anyone. You don't like Korea much. You two are still at war with each other. Yes. But she is pushing back, and Jinju is definitely threatened. Yeah, this is kind of what happens with Korea. She tends to get her butt kicked by a neighbor. Yeah. And a very aggressive neighbor. And these knights are going to be able to do some work here because there's no walls. And that's the thing. Korea doesn't have walls yet. Did she never grab the tech? She's one turn away. Like, she was one turn away before. So she can easily grab masonry. That's not the problem. The problem is she's apparently researching castles. Which, sure, I suppose that works too. Can you build medieval walls? No, you can't build medieval walls. You have to start with ancient walls, right? Yeah, so that actually doesn't help you, so never mind. I was thinking for some reason that she could build medieval walls, but no, she's got to get the first walls down. So Samaria, sorry, Scythia could definitely come and grab Jinju here. Now, France is okay. Does she have one or two vampires out? She's got one. She's got two vampires out. So she should have enough power to take Rouen if it doesn't flip back. And she probably could take Lingesh, because Lingesh is extraordinarily weak right now. Her vampire's rolling around with what? Actually, you know what? This is a good opportunity. Let's pause for us to see the combat strength difference and see if it is showing, because this vampire should be higher level than this one if it's showing the, hey, you killed the units and therefore you're a higher combat strength. Let's look at everyone else's. What did you roll with for your secret society? Your void, singers, slingers, however. I like slingers still. You don't have a secret society, Dido. That's unusual. Catherine is vampires. You are void slingers. Hermetic order. Void slingers. I still like void slingers. I will always say it. Yeah. Okay. So only one vampire and then Dido, who doesn't have one yet. I mean, I suppose no barbarian spawned up here and she probably hasn't met a city-state. Still, that's kind of hilarious in a very, very weird way. We're at 60 minutes, so we can go to the next one. Keep advancing. And we wanted to take a look here. So you are at 30 combat strength. You are at 30 combat strength. So I don't think it's including. So then how the hell are you guys at 30? Yeah, why are you guys at 30? I don't know. I mean, Arthur's at 60, but he was at something else previously before that. Anasi and Hippolyta here for Scythia. Scythia's looking stronger and stronger as the game goes along. Jinju is gonna flip. Yep. Korea will still be okay with just these cities here. She is coming back, but so she might be able to hold off Yangshan. Yangshan? Either way, she's still in a very bad spot. Right now, what she's got to hope for is Brazil declares war on Scythia. Kind of goes in ninjas, but I don't see that necessarily happening right now. Dido did end up holding on. She is finishing up the Statue of Zeus here. That's going to give her a nice little troop boost that she could use. Okay, so Hungary did end up going and conquering one of Wilhelmina's city and then just burned it to the ground, which, sure, congratulations. The special session, I'm assuming, is either going to be against Korea or it's going to be against... Although, you can't take it back. So can you do an emergency one? Probably maybe because of the war. I don't know. Can you do emergency if they burns it down? Also, that is a clutch hurricane for Wilhelmina. Absolutely clutch. Yeah, because that just wrecked her troops, his troops. And really, he's more likely to take Ultrek here, but... Alright, so you're going to survive, it looks like. Statue of Zeus popped out, so a bunch of extra troops there for Dido. Will Dido be able to go on the offensive? Yeah, but she's got to deal with walls now, so that's the bigger issue there. Still no wars there, although it looks like Scythia is moving some troops back. Jinju's actually flipping, which is weird. Yeah, kind of weirded by that one. They're still at war, yes they are, and Hippolyta is just right on the front line. I mean, with Yangshin, just like... You took a lot of damage there because the knight hit you, but like... I mean, Yangshin... And the thing is, if Scythia goes and raises it, I mean, that's looking pretty good. Ron still has not flipped yet. Langash is actually going to flip over here to Samaria. So Samaria is going to have his city first. Is he going to be able to hold on? I mean, he needs to start putting some more cities down. Yeah. Yeah, and he's kind of out of room. Yeah, he's very much out of room, too. He's going to either have to settle up here or he's going to have to start taking over France. And I just don't see it happening. Not with the vampires now. And another unit there. Oof. And France has got territory up there. Yeah, Samaria, they needed that war. They needed that war to be successful. So, oh well. All right, Yang San is going to flip this turn. There's not a lot of HP left on these units here. Nope. She moved units around, but she didn't take anything. The sad thing is she had Hippolyta. And you could have pillaged there and gotten some HP. I don't know if you would have survived. Oh, she has no more melee units, and the walls came up. Wow, clutch walls. So she's going to survive because she got the clutchest of walls. All right. Amsterdam did get grabbed by Hungary here. Now he's pushing towards Utrecht. Dude, Hungary's looking good. I got to give it to him. I was, especially with Wilhelmina on the early aggression, was not expecting him, was expecting much from him this game. And Dido, I mean, it's going to be so hard because she's got to get through this encampment first. I just don't see that happening. Now, she has enough biremes that she could probably just suicide in and take the city, but will the AI do that? He needs, I mean, he's good on loyalty, but he really needs to come and start pushing. It looks like they pieced. Well then, never mind. So then, I guess in the scheme of things, maybe he doesn't. Because what's going to happen is he should get a golden age now. He took the capital. And he took another 2 cities. No, he took 1 city. Pest is one of his. So, theoretically then, what should happen is he should get a golden age, and her losing multiple cities should put her in a dark age, which means probably Ultrek will flip, which then is going to be nice for him, and should mean he should be set for the rest of the game. Yeah, I mean, she's trying, but she's just in a really bad spot there. So right now, I'm thinking it's going to be Scythia and Matthias, if I had to guess. France, I mean, is looking good, but, like, she needs some land right now. She needs some land. Ooh, interesting. Samaria ended up grabbing non-modals troops, but the walls here are just going to wreck it. Also, that's a really early privateer again. Huh. Okay. Potential canal right there. Yeah, you build a harbor here and a canal there. That would actually not be the worst thing in the world. But yeah. Vampires are pushing. Samaria still hasn't replaced his dead city yet, which is kind of disappointing in the scheme of things. Love to see him do it. Yangshan did end up holding, and now she's got the Huacha, which is just freaking scary. Unfortunately for her, Scythia is not really to be messed with, and she still has a decent-sized army. In fact, she has the largest army, and that's the main reason why we're not going to probably see Pedro end up declaring war on her. In fact, probably more likely to see maybe Pedro declare war on Korea. Maybe. She hates Korea more. Now, it would be really interesting to see, you know, him maybe declare war over here and go across the water, but not likely. Also, can we talk about this settler? The ballsy settler from Dido. Oh my god. And where's the continents here? This is all the same continents. So theoretically, she can settle here as long as she's on the water. I mean, she's going to have to deal with the barbarians, but if she settles there, it's going to be full loyalty. Right? Because it's all cities. Right? All coastal cities on the capital. Right? I am remembering Dido right? I think so. How's Hungary? Still not at war. He got Hippolyta back, or Himiko back. Because I don't... maybe? I don't think that would be Himiko. Like, she's still alive? Maybe. Is he using Himiko at all with the city-states? I don't think so. We could look here real quick. Bandar? No. And Mohenjo? No. So I don't think he's been using Himiko. Actually, I think he's about to, but I don't think he used any of the charges. Oh, no. She's at 8. We could just look that way. Yeah, that works, too. Where'd your settler go? Dido? My Dido. What? Where'd it go? I think Grand Columbia just grabbed it. I think so, right? Yeah, that's my assumption, because that's the only settler around this area. So I think that must have been what happened. Okay, then. We're only at 23 minutes, so I guess we'll go for another, till the next era. until the next World Congress, which, yeah, I mean, we're kind of cruising through these groups now. Now that we have the longer episodes, it's like we're doing, what, 2-3 episodes now instead of 4? Which, yeah, I mean, it's a little quicker, which is good. We need to get through this quicker. Just so, you know, we can finish the series before, you know, middle January, into January, when the next Civ comes out. Anything major happening up here? Tomris is still rolling with troop counts. Are they still at war? I would imagine not, because I don't see anyone pressuring each other. No. She is potentially likely to go declare war here on Brazil. Although, honestly, her best option would be to go after France. Especially since France has a lot of troops over here. Brazil's got a decent army, and they're all on the border. So, that would be my concern. She's pretty well defended over here. What's her science? That's big right now. So she's at 96. Gilgi's at 110, dude. Which is kind of crazy when you think about, considering how crap his empire is right now. Brazil, though, is at 174. Brazil's actually in first place in science. Okay, change of plans. Don't declare war because Brazil might be coming for you. Yeah, that's scary. That is scary. What's her score looking like right now? Pedro's actually in first place. Interesting. I think he's got a decent number of wonders right now. He's got a couple. We see 2 for sure. He's building 4 right now, or 2 more, which would put him at 4. I suppose we could always look here, too. He's got 3, and I'm assuming he's got the religion as well. Yeah, Catholicism. Grand Colombia, Netherlands got 1, and Samaria and Hungary. Yeah, okay. Okay. That's interesting. Hungary has now declared war again on Wilhelmina. Once again, this is going to be perfect timing because they should all start flipping. Himiko is dead. It looks like Himiko died. Another special session of World Congress. Not sure what that one's about. Dude, Hungary's looking good, man. They got wonders as well. They're still pretty far back, though. Military aid request for Wilhelmina. I mean, I want to wrap this episode up, but I gotta see what this next era brings. Oh no, he got the Dark Age. Oh, Hungary. That was the one thing you couldn't afford. And she got the Golden Age. Oh, no. No. So everyone but Samaria and Wilhelmina, really, of all people, got that Golden Age. Wow. So she should be able to get Amsterdam back, I would assume. I would think so. Yeah, I mean, it is flipping. It's just going a little on the slow side. Then what ended up flipping? Berita ended up flipping way up there. And then Berenice flipped. So, okay, not near each other. That's kind of key. Both of these flipped near each other, which is potentially a problem. Korea, you ended up losing Dejan, so that one's just going to flip right back. And then France lost Nantes. Samaria's still holding on here. And, I mean, they are going over here. They're going to have a hard time actually settling there. But, you know, they got an opportunity here. A couple more people popping out. Are you flipping to France? Yeah, it looks like it. She just needs to go grab her crap back. Yeah. I mean, she kind of needs it. She kind of needs it. How'd that screw with the score? Simone's in second. Korea's in third. I mean, this is a pretty wide open game right now. Brazil's looking really good. But besides that, I mean, everyone's kind of wide open. Like, Grand Colombia's in second place right now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. And he really doesn't have room to settle anything else. So, you know, just showing, just putting that out there. Where, on the other hand, Netherlands still has quite a bit of room to settle. They just got to take some of their crap back. You know, just saying. Just saying. Dido is going to get Burrito back here pretty soon. You're being sieged down, but that's less important than the fact that the walls are still at full combat strength. And she doesn't really have any units to... Nah, okay, she does have the twins here. 64 melee strength would be pretty good here. But no, instead she decides to go over there. That seems absolutely wonderful. And she is losing her next city. Oh my god, no, it's happening. It is happening. Now, Nantes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's not putting loyalty pressure on her. Nope. How's Samaria handling this? They're slowly taking their territory back. I mean, they started pushing France out pretty heavily now, so he's got that going for him. He's got that going for him. And then Hungary ended up looking like, it looks like he lost all of his troops. How are we doing over here in tech? Brazil and Gilgi are actually tied. So, I mean, there is a distant chance that Gilgamesh could just come and win a science victory. You know, he could just win a science victory. And the first 2 games have both ended via science victory. So, before the 315. So, that is a chance. Korea's got the strongest army right now. Simone is extraordinarily weak. We're interested in Matthias. Matthias is not too strong either. I don't know where his troops are. He's got his black army up. And he has Oya. And then, yeah, it's down there. He should be able to get a golden age because he's got the black army this time. Like, unique unit, you would think any time you get a unique unit, like that era, you should be able to get a golden era. But, you know. So you're actually full loyalty now. Manus is flipping, though, slowly. And you're flipping. And quite frankly, Manus isn't going to flip once you flip. Dude, this might be the end of Scythia. Which is very interesting because they were in a very good spot, actually. Yeah, this is really bad for them. And Jinju is also flipping. But Korea didn't get a Dark Age, so this is just via just straight loyalty pressure. I don't think these are close enough either. So yeah. Nantes did go back to France. Samaria didn't get their city up there. They ended up putting it up over there, which is not bad. No, I think it's far enough away that it should be okay. Well, he's got the Golden Age, so maybe not. But he does have, is that the Ilkil? No, that's the Fountain of Youth. So that actually is some era score. He might be able to avoid another Dark Age. And the thing is, he doesn't have that many cities either. So his score needed for another Golden Age is going to be a lot lower than some of the others. Well, you know, we can always look at that too. I always kind of forget you can do this. So he only needs 147. He's at 123. Wilhelmina only needed 144. Dude, Scythia at the 151 is going to be really hard. Dido almost already has a Golden Age, as does France. Brazil's got a little bit of work. Gran Colombia's got a little bit of work. Matthias has got a little bit of work. Wilhelmina has got a little bit of work. Korea's got a little bit of work. Interesting. What are we looking at here? 20 turns. That, dude, this is going to be a punishing one because it should be close to 20. No, yep. Scythia's going bye-bye. Scythia's going bye-bye. What happens when she loses all this? That might actually start flipping France too. Now, Langesh is probably in the danger zone, but Homeland Samaria is probably safe. Same thing, I think, with Homeland Korea. I think you're safe, and I think Homeland Brazil is going to be okay. The only thing that would the only time he'll run into issues is if he gets another Dark Age. But I think all this stuff, at worst, I think it will start flipping France. Like Nantes, I don't think there's any way Nantes stays full loyalty here. If both of these flip. Yeah, I don't think so. And Nantes isn't that much different than La Rochelle. And if both of those flip, she's gone. We'll see. We'll see. For now, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, drop a like, comment. Let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button during the game comment, show your support. Where was Mexico City at, I wonder? Did someone take it over? I'm assuming, obviously, someone warred it. Who grabbed it? Korea? Trying to remember where all the city-states were. Honestly, I don't really remember where any of the city-states were. Because they were kind of off on these islands by themselves. They weren't really on the main islands. Yeah. Huh. So I don't know if... I mean, it wouldn't have flooded or anything like that, so it would have been conquered. I don't think they would have changed the name of it either, right? All right, well, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.